Today I'm going to show you guys how to dribble for beginners in NBA 2K21. Before we get started, the sub count is on the screen. Everybody subscribe with those notifications on. So the first move I'm going to show you guys is how to do a standing and moving crossover. All you want to do is just flick the right stick up and you'll start doing a crossover. Now for the moving crossover, you do the same thing except you just have to be moving and then you just do moving crossovers like this. Now the next move I'm going to show you guys is between the legs. So in NBA 2K20, to do it between the legs, you had to move the right stick down and to the right and down and to the left. But this year, you just have to flick it to the left and to the right and it does between the legs. It's the same way you do a crossover last year, except this year it's between the legs. And then up on the right stick is the crossover. Now here's me doing the moving between the legs. As you guys can see, it's the same exact thing. You just flick the right stick left and right to do the between the legs. Now the next move I'm going to show you guys is the behind the back and the moving behind the back. All you have to do for behind the back is flick the stick diagonally to your off ball hand. So let's say the ball's in your left hand, you just want to go ahead and flick the right stick down and to the right, and it does behind the back. Now here's how it looks when you do moving behind the back. So you can put it into combos like between the legs, behind the back. Okay, now we're going to get into the advanced stuff. So I'm going to show you guys right now how to do a momentum crossover. So you can do it two ways. Keep in mind you have to be holding R2 at all times, but what you want to do is you want to hold R2. I think the easier way to do this is you just flick the right stick up, and when you flick the right stick up, you have to move the left stick to whichever way you want to go. So let's say you want to do a momentum crossover going to the left when the ball's in your right hand. So all you do is hold R2, and then when you flick the right stick up, you just want to move the left stick to the left. And if you have the ball in your left hand, all you want to do is hold R2, flick the right stick up, and move the left stick to the right, and it does that. Now it's pretty easy to spam this. I'm gonna show you guys me spamming momentum all the way up the court right now. Now the other way you can do the momentum crossover is just like last year. You have to hold R2, but instead of flicking the right stick up, you want to flick it to whichever way you're going. So let's say you're running to the left. You want to flick the left and the right stick to the left at the same time, and it's gonna look like this. Now there's this new glitchy spin that they added this year, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. This is what it looks like before I tell you guys. Now if you guys don't know how to spin, I'm going to explain it to you right now. So let's say you're running to the right and you want to spin left. When you're running, you have to spin the right stick from 3 o'clock on the clock all the way to 9 o'clock. So it's going to look like this. Just like that. Simple, easy spin. I'll do it again so you guys can see, just like that. Now if you're running to the left, you want to reverse what you just did. So you want to run to the left, and when you're running to the left, you want to spin the right stick from 9 o'clock on the clock all the way to 3 o'clock. Simple, easy spin. Now to do the glitchy spin, what you want to do is you just want to do a regular spin, but as you're spinning the right stick, you want to move your left stick to the right if you're running right. So this is what it's going to look like. So yeah. So like I said, when you're running to the right, you just want to go ahead and do a spin. And when you're in the middle of the spin, move your left stick to the right. I'll do it one more time just so you guys can see what it looks like. It's pretty easy to do. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the left side. So when you're running to the left, you just want to do a regular spin. And in the middle of your spin, flick the left stick to the left just to go back that way. I'm going to show you guys me doing it again just so you guys can see what to do. Really easy, and I think it's going to be a really cool move. Now the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is moving Sizeups. Okay, you just want to stand here and hold up on the right stick, and it's going to do a Sizeup for you. I'm going to show you guys me doing Sizeups each way just so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. So if I hold the right stick up and I move forward, I do a Sizeup where I'm going forward. I can also do this where I hold the right stick up and move left, and it does a little Sizeup, and I can do the same thing going to the right. And I could also do the same thing going backwards. So these are some pretty cool moving Sizeups. They didn't have this in the game last year, but they have it this year. I think it's going to be pretty helpful. Now the next move is the running step backs, or the hesitation. So last year the way you did this was if you're running to the left or the right, you flick the right stick up and it makes you do a step back. But this year it's a little bit different. When you're running to the left or to the right, you just flick the right stick back and it does a little step back for you. Now you can do the same thing but with hesitations, and the way to do it for hesitations is, let's say the ball's in your right hand and you're running from left to right. you want to go ahead and flick the right stick to the right, and it does the hesitation. Now if you're going left, you do the same thing. Just run to the left and flick the right stick to the left, and it does the hesitation. Now this next move, I really don't know what it's called, but I guess it's like a little hop kind of move. So all you have to do for this move is just hold your right stick towards your off ball hand, and it does like this little hop. I'm not too sure what that's called. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments section. But you can also do it with your crossovers. Now you can do the same thing, except if you don't want to put it between your legs and you want to do a crossover, you just do the same thing, but instead of holding it directly to the right or directly to the left, you want to hold it up and diagonally towards your off ball hand. So if the ball's in my left hand, I want to hold it up and to the right, and if the ball's in my right hand, I want to hold it up and to the left. Now you can do the same little hop but with the hesitation. So all you have to do is if the ball is in your right hand, you just hold the right stick to the right, and if the ball is in your left hand, you just hold the right stick to the left. I think this move is going to be pretty good, especially to dribble out of, because you can do like this little step back and then run out of it. So I think it's going to be pretty nice, especially if you're a build that can speed boost. Okay, I just realized that these moves are called escapes, and there's actually a way to do a behind the back escape. So all you have to do is instead of holding it up diagonally to do a crossover escape, you want to hold it down diagonally towards your off ball hand, and it'll do this little behind the back escape. I think these moves are going to be really good, especially to dribble out of. Now the next move is called a momentum step back. This was a very good move in 2K20. All you do is just hold R2 and flick the right stick down, and it does this little momentum step back. Now the next move I got for y'all is the hard stop or the stutter step. All you gotta do, same as last year, when you're running up the court, just press L2 and it does like a little stop. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. All you do is just press L2 when you're running up the court, and it does a little quick stop. Now the last move I got for you guys is the half spin, alright? So this move, it was really complicated to me at first, but I got the hang of it. So if you're running right, all you want to do is spin the right stick from about 5 p.m. on the clock to 12 p.m. I'm going to show you guys me doing it right now. Now if you want to do the half spin to the left, it's the opposite. You want to spin the right stick from around 8 p.m. on the clock to 12 p.m. Way to hold the ball. Now for me, it's definitely easier for me to do this from the left side of the court. Not sure how you guys are. You can go ahead and try this move out. Let me know down below in the comments if it's easier to do from the left or the right side. I think it's pretty easy to do from the left side, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now that is going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I know I'm not the best at explaining, but let me know what you guys think of the video down below in the comments, and what's your favorite move. And I want you guys to hit that like button. Everybody subscribe with those post notifications on. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Got a bunch of lit videos coming for you guys once 2K21 drops. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, it's Randy, and I'm out. Peace.